here bringing you live. This is going to be a Sonic affair. A Sonic affair worth $9.03. Now, how come I haven't came here more often? I think about it a lot. It seems like it might be the right thing to do. They have cheap prices as well as sort of kind of expensive prices. As I said some time ago, but the main reason why I'm here, and before it goes away, one of the reasons, and I thought I'd do it twice today, and that is one more coffee. I didn't want to get the most expensive one, so I got the medium size iced coffee. They didn't sell iced coffee before. The last couple of times I've been here, this is Sonic iced coffee. They got two of them. One is salted caramel, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm here. And now let's taste it. It is very mild. It is between vanilla sweet cream if it's done right. Yes, I can see this chat. Thank God I can see a chat. I can see a chat so far. I hope I can keep seeing it. I probably need glasses because it is kind of weird. But this is a cross between, let's just say what it is. Corner Bakery, if it's not done right with their vanilla sweet cream, even though it is iced coffee, I did talk earlier about how variations of iced coffees they are with various other restaurants. I don't know what type of sweetener. Rated? For what it is, I can give it a 7.25. I give it a 7 because even at Corner Bakery, if they do it right, it's an 8 and a 9. But when they do it wrong, it's like this. But for Sonic, this could be an 8 just because of what it is. Now let's compare it to Panera. Panera's Madagascar vanilla latte. They usually just say vanilla latte, but I always have to say Madagascar because I know I'm like never going to Madagascar, and it is a cartoon, so I can't really grade it with them, and I really don't want to grade it against McDonald's, Jack in the Box, or Burger King. Because Burger King and Jack in the Box, McDonald's, they're all closely related. So Sonic could be rated in there for its sweetness just a little bit lower. But it depends on what day it is, okay? So uh, it's good for what it is. Now they do have a salted coffee. What do they call it? It's cold brew iced coffee. They got three sizes, 379. No, four sizes: 379, 419, 469, and $5.89. They also got hot coffee. Uh, and the other one is salted, but I think it's pretty good. I still think it's good for what it is. I would buy it all the time because I am a coffee aficionado. It's not really sweet. Actually, it's hardly sweet at all. Actually, the coffee I had from Starbucks, if they were left out the espresso, this would be close to it. Except for I just don't know what type of sweetener Sonic uses. But it would be close to it because they do have coffees at all the other coffee shops that could be close to this. But this is close enough. Now the second thing I saw, I said I just didn't want to come here for coffee. But I looked at the menu before I got here and I wanted to make sure that I got it right. Now I couldn't believe that it said $1.99. Okay. I can't believe it said $1.99. In fact, the wraps got a different price. I'm looking at it again. The wraps, they got different wraps, but I asked for these particular wraps. Where's that wrap at? Where's that wrap at? Wrap. Okay, they got the oh, they even got grilled cheese. Wraps. And look, I just saw the wraps up here. How come I don't see it now? Well, they got onion rings here. That's the same. So at least they got onion rings. They got the groovy fries. They got the crispy tender dinner. Now, of course, just like I said, they got 3 different types. So, like, if you just got the crispy, I always talk about the prices here. If you just get the crispy tender dinner, the lowest one is $7.49. That's tenders only. Then you got $12.89. That's 5-piece dinner with a drink. Then $11.59. You get 3-piece tenders only. Oh no, no. You get 3. Okay, you get 3-piece dinner and a drink. I almost said the same one. So actually 4 different ones: $7.49, $12.89, $12.89. Boy, that's kind of strange. The $11.59 is at the top. The $5.99 is the second bottom. $12.89 gets paid in $7.49. Well, anyway, they even got corn dogs if you like hot dogs. They got hot dogs, foot long quarter, Coney Island hot dogs. Hello, Coney Island hot dogs. They got the smasher. They got some pretty good drinks up there. I think I had one before. And of course they got the hand mixed master shake. But I went off the beaten path. Now I gotta figure out which one is this. One is a barbecue wrap, and the other one I have it here on my tablet. If I forget, I got one of each. One is the barbecue ranch crispy tender wrap, and the other one, I didn't get no receipt with it. I don't think I need a receipt. But I'm going to try each one. Oh yeah, I think I know it. The other one is the, wait a minute, did I just say this is barbecue? Yeah, I got a barbecue ranch crispy tender wrap. And what's the other wrap? Come on, show me the other wrap. Wrap. Oh. Okay, cheesy. Okay, the other one's called cheesy Baja crispy tender wrap. So, which one is which? And let me make a taste test of this. Whatever one this is, let's try it out. I'm gonna take that one as the cheesy wrap. Can't really tell. I think this is the cheesy wrap. That's the way it tastes. Now let me compare this to all the other wraps that I've tasted. You know, for $1.99, remember I tasted, if you follow me, I tasted the Mac wrap, the spicy one. Of course, I had the Burger Kings for breakfast. Now, you can have these for breakfast too. But I think Sonic doesn't open up till about 10 o'clock. So that's a little bit late for me to wait around because I'm already doing something else, like working at that time. So I have to get my breakfast about 7 o'clock, but they don't open up till about 10, I believe, 10 or 11. So for this kind of wrap, cheesy, I'm going to call it cheesy. So hopefully the other one is different. It's very good. It's no surprises. It's filling. And their wraps are $1.99 all the time. Now, of course, the other one, well, which one was that? Not Taco Bell. No Del Taco. Or maybe it was Taco Bell. I can't remember. But anyway, whether they're spicy or not, they taste very good. I am kind of surprised by the weather because it became September gray for the past couple of days, and then it gets a little hotter. Today, as I was going to get gas about an hour ago, and then coming here to the sun, it was 101 degrees. Now that's a big jump from the normal, which was 85 for the past 3 weeks. Maybe it was a little hotter because I was in Utah, where the average temperature was hot in the low 90s, and in Vegas, low 90s. The only weather pattern different that was a little bit different. Not very hot, you can still walk in it, not sweat much unless you're running, was in Monterey Bay. Well, it was very hot today. I did go to the gym for 30 minutes. I wanted to do some weight machines, but when I see a lot of people, I thought I'd go where it might be between a lot of people and not a lot of people. So usually, I always just cop out and just do the stationary bike. I usually do an hour, but since I was so busy doing errands today, buy a few groceries for my mother, clean up a little bit outside, trying to make sense of the junk, pieces of wood junk out in the yard, so I can throw a little by little in the trash each time. That's when I had to take a big shower. Boom. This is very good. It does have some taste in it. It doesn't have to have a spice, but there's spiciness in it, but not a hot spice, but it's spicy. A little salty, as most wraps are. So I could say that most wraps, including this one, they all still taste similar, with a tinge little bit of difference, but still very good. Especially when you're hungry, you can do with one and a refresher drink, or you can eat a whole lot more. But I did need to eat a lot. One thing I did not mention, it is not a medical problem, but kind of a medical problem. Even before I went on my last vacation, just a couple of weeks ago, I've always had problems with my teeth. I had them deep cleaned over the years, this and that done. I had problems with one dentist, with another dentist, because they didn't want to share x-rays to have a teeth pulled. I've even been told over the years that my teeth are all right, but they really wasn't. So if you've been told that your teeth was okay and you didn't go for a while, but when you go back, they were still just okay, I am determined to think that maybe they weren't okay, especially when people start telling you, hey, why don't you put some retainers in there, braces or something. I don't need no retainers and braces. At this though, finding out later on that I need more than that done. Well, anyway, I'm going off the beaten track again. About 4 days before I went on my vacation, I had access problems with my mouth. It was hurting. 4 days before, 3 days before, the day before I actually went on my vacation, my jaw was swelling up. I couldn't get no sleep, but I had to get better because I know I had to drive to Utah. So I followed some advice, put garlic where the tooth was. It took a lot of the pain out. Of course, it was painful itself because garlic, I guess, intervenes with the actual abscess, or whatever they call that. Because I tried, what they call that stuff, deadener. But I went to the drugstore. That only lasted for a second. That didn't do any good at all. I started taking some Tylenol type stuff. That didn't do any good at all. But I took the pain away enough for me to enjoy my vacation for the 2 weeks. I did come home, waited a while, and still did not go to the dentist, but I decided to make an appointment while I was at home before I go on my next trip. So in between Utah, Vegas, and a couple of days of getting things together, odds and ends, for a 2-week vacation, then going up to Monterey Bay, my mouth was not hurting anymore. Actually, my jaw went down while I was in Utah and Vegas because I keep putting the garlic around there. So I did make an appointment. They put a new crown, took out that, and coming up Monday, I'm going to have my first, that thing where they take out the nerves. So I'm going to have my teeth done then, and have a new crown put on top. So I'm looking forward to that. But I have not stopped eating. I am trying to curb my eating at the same time. Believe me. So I'm trying to do all these things, fix things. In between that, I had to fix the toilet. What else? Oh, just before that, I did a. All these things happen when I'm taking a vacation, or right time, just when I'm taking a vacation. Flushing the water heater. Of course, my vacation at Holiday Inn Express cost more than both of those put together, fixing the toilet and flushing the hot water heater. So it seemed like everything was coming down in a flood. Everything that could happen, happened. Ah, this is so good. Now let's try the other wrap. Let's try it. Something tells me this could be the barbecue. I don't know. Which side should I eat it on? The open side. Here we go. Mm. I guess the other one was bar and barbecue. I even got a tomato in this one. The other one I don't think had that, but I'll show this one. And this one always, well, that's always. That's one thing. When you start talking, you start saying all kinds of stuff. Probably because I'm not used to talking a lot. But that's what YouTube is for, talking. Practice your verbal skills. Mm. So maybe the other one was barbecue. Maybe this is cheesy. Yeah, because it doesn't have the same spice note. But they're very good. So like, if you're on a driving trip and you don't want to eat much, you can get these $1.99 a piece, a couple of dollars. Just like I said, I got two of these and a medium for $9.03. So I gave him $1 tip. Okay, I gave him $1 tip. I don't know if it got bacon in it or not. Maybe it does. Can't tell. But it's very good. But anyway, I got all these things fixed. Now I gotta go in and fix my mouth again. And that's the way of the world. On top of the other things I gotta do, I got another vacation week coming up. I thought about canceling it. Let's just be real. When you're a regular working person, you have to plan way in advance, sometimes not too far in advance. A common thing is like when I came back from Yellowstone last year, I believe it was last year. Even though I booked motels and hotels ahead of time going, coming back I played it by ear. Because I knew I could probably get a room. I didn't worry about the cost. If it's too expensive, yeah, maybe. But if it's for one night, that's what I do. So sometime I'll drive up, I'll park in a parking lot. I see a motel I like, or I might use any. But usually I know where I'm going. I say, well, okay, let's try these hotels. I'll park in a lot and say I'll call that one. Mind you, I just got to the city. It's not dark yet because I try to travel without dark. But even if it's dark, if I can see the name of the hotel, I'll call them to see if they have a vacancy. Right then and there, before I even go in, I'll call so I could be right across the street. Oh yeah, we got room. I'll go ahead and I do it. I've also done the same thing in Vegas still because I haven't done in Vegas since way back when I was a young guy. Uh, but I have done it before. Room wasn't that much. Usually, $200 is kind of expensive these days. $250, depending on when and where. But if you can get anything like 185, 150, which is kind of hard to do, then that's a pretty good price. And usually the rooms look pretty good. I mean, they look so good that some of them, they got office space in there, so you can have your computer. They have a number of plug-ins, sockets, so you can do all your YouTube stuff. If you have a business, you can do all your other business stuff. What I'm talking about, YouTube is my business. It is on the fringe of, actually, I am really a working full-time YouTuber. But I do it in such a small kind of way. And I still have not reached my potential of how I want to present myself. However, I still do food when I ain't traveling. Like I said, I got another week coming up. Right after Thanksgiving. And I probably will do the same old, same old. Believe me. One thing I hate though, I had to bring this up. I would love to do a cruise. I love to do a cruise. My Panama Canal, you try the Sonic Smash Burger. Actually, I don't eat hamburgers. Honestly, I don't eat hamburgers. Um, Believe it or not, I stopped eating hamburgers when I stopped eating steaks, and that was like, well, you probably already know how old I am. Back when I was like 27, 28, I stopped eating burgers. Uh, so then I just started eating chicken. Mostly I eat fish. 99.9% I eat fish, turkey, chicken. I did try a burger some time ago by accident that my wife cooked. I thought it was a turkey burger and I ate it. You see, I can eat it. I can eat hamburgers. I always have to say that all the time. I can eat anything I want. But lucky for me, I have the state of mind that I don't have a guilt trip or any of those kinds of things. I just eat what I want. Now, if I'm starving and that's the only thing to eat, I probably would eat pork. I don't even eat pork. But I do eat bacon bits. Usually when it comes to hamburger franchises, I usually pick either fish sandwich or chicken sandwich. I thought about doing a burger one time just to see how it tastes now, but I haven't gotten to that point yet because generally most everything tastes the same. I don't care how much they put on a burger. Even if you cook a good turkey burger, you got to put the right amount of onions on it. I like a lot of onions. I like cheese. I like tomatoes. The lettuce, man, they don't put enough good lettuce on it, but the lettuce should be green. Um, but there are some places that I want to go that I want to try. Let me see. Let me see. Sorry, I missed the beginning. How did you rate your wrap? Oh, the wrap, I hadn't even rated it yet. Oh, I did kind of rate it. I said that the taste is pretty good. It's hard to really rate a wrap. I'm being honest. It's hard to really rate a wrap, even when I've tried Taco Bell's, Del Tacos. There's some differences. KFC, and I need to try. I think I tried KFC. There's more chicken. This look like chicken. This look like chicken. Popeyes, I think they do have a wrap. But if they don't have a wrap, they do have chicken tenders. I would say they all taste pretty good. Now, when it comes to the spice, I think some of them are spicier than others. I'm trying to figure out who is spicier than others. Jack in the Box is supposed to be a little spice, but McDonald's was a little spicier. Burger King is okay. If I did get a wrap, I could eat a wrap. I have had their wraps for breakfast. I think the most important thing, instead of the rating when it comes to wraps, is do they taste good? If they taste good for your palate, then it's okay. Now, of course, if you're looking for I try to rate the spicy hot when they say it's hot, but usually it's not hot. One thing that we do know, if you go to Dave's Hot Chicken, it doesn't have to be a wrap. If you go to Dave's Hot Chicken, it's very, very, very hot. They got so many levels, and there's a couple of other places that I've seen that are similar to Dave's Hot Chicken. I probably need to go back there too, because usually I get the chicken tenders. I don't know if they have wraps or not, but Sonic's, all of them are pretty good, except for if you want to rate the price. I think Sonic got them beat because I think they sell these all the time, whereas the others are like tryouts. They might have them for six months, and then all of a sudden they don't have them anymore. Uh, Jack in the Box food generally tastes good. I had their chicken sandwiches. I might have to try one of their wraps, but I think their wraps are kind of expensive. But without the wraps being special, I think these wraps are cheaper by and large. Okay, let me find that wrap again. So see, even their crispy chicken sandwich, like I said, their sandwich itself, the meal deal, the sandwich is $6.69. So Sonic can get very expensive. But then again, if you go to any franchise, you can always find a good cheap meal. But the thing about it is it what you want to eat? So sometimes what you want to eat is more than the actual what you really wanted. So you wanted something else that thought be cheap, but it's expensive, you go ahead and buy it because that's what you want to eat. Oh, there's somebody driving in the wrong way. I almost did that the other day. They're going in backwards. That's something. Mm. They're showing a salted caramel coffee. Mm. They even sell breakfast burritos. Okay, the ultimate meat and cheese breakfast burrito. They have a brioche sandwich. Brioche. I don't know how. Brioche. But they got a breakfast burrito, sausage or bacon. If I had a breakfast burrito, it's got to be vegetarian. Now, it seems like the light is coming into. I had a nice shady spot here, and now the sun is moving more west, and the building and the tree is not blocking out the light.
I'm going to give you choosing something. If it's going to be for Sky? For
No,
Sky?
no, I already
Oh,
got
so
mine.
sorry about that.
Look like someone came and thought that I ordered some food. I'm already eating my food. What me? I didn't push that button. Mm. Well, that was a wrap. Can I get rid of that light? I don't think so. I don't think I can get rid of that sunlight. No matter what I do, I can't get rid of that sunlight. Mm. Mm. Well, anyway, I'm going to end this video. The wraps are fantastic. Uh, went to they, you know what? I do these all of a sudden because I never know what I'm going to do each day. Um, and I'm in the vehicle by myself. I, I'm still planning on trying to do a restaurant review. I haven't quite gotten that point. I'm talking about not the ones like I normally do. Uh, I probably should broadcast them, and then this is probably the time. Normally, when I'm eating with my wife, it's pretty difficult. Uh, but sometimes I have her do the camera work for me because she don't like to be seen. But I would like to do one if I had a nice little corner someplace at a restaurant where I'm not at a table where it's all around and it's kind of quiet. That's one of the kind of ones that I like to do. I haven't been able to do one of those yet. Gotta be just right. And and sometimes you have to have the right tripod selfie stick. But I am going to keep that in mind. Maybe I should have them at about this time, perhaps. And maybe I should broadcast it because I haven't even picked a thumbnail for this yet. That's what happens when you're a working person, and sometimes I just cannot do it. But uh, there are a couple of other places that I want to try, and the reason why I did this one is because I haven't been to Sonic, and I wanted to try their coffee before it goes away, if you know what I mean. Everything goes away for a purpose. There's always a cost involved in it all the time. So uh, I would like to do another a real taste review, uh, especially at some places that I normally would go to. But I was going to do a drive, but I said, now I won't waste any gas. I'll just keep it food. Uh, Maybe I should do more live, no matter, so that if I do more than one, of course you can always watch the replay. And I was going to do a live this morning because sometimes I think it's better because sometimes I don't have enough memory on my phone. So I probably should be doing more lives just because. Well, anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for coming on board. It's been a pleasure. Especially I get to try the Sonic. I would buy this again if it's still around. But maybe I'll try some of their other drinks uh, that are refreshing. Because, like I said, it's been hot around here. But I should try their rechargers and their limeades. It's just that sometimes the cost is kind of expensive. Even though I know sometimes I spend a lot of money here and there, I really sometimes don't intend to. But just like I said, sometimes what you really want does cost. I mean, I'll spend $20 or close to $20 one day, and then the next day I'm down at either Burger King or Wendy's, and I only pay $9.99. So, in fact, I even had breakfast. Where did I have a breakfast? When my discounts kick in, sometimes it gets down to about $7, and that'd be a good breakfast because I do have one coming up, and because I get a 99-cent coffee at Corner Bakery uh, practically weekly. And but it's only a medium size. But when I don't get the discount, I get the large. Anyway, talk to you later. I'll try to be more attentive and let everyone know. Maybe I should do my thumbnail. In fact, I was going to take the picture of the thumbnail before I started, but I said, whoop, too late. And I'm glad my camera worked out okay horizontally. See you later, folks. Have a great rest of your evening wherever you are, or morning.